Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope that you're having the greatest holidays and enjoy spending time with your family and friends. And today I have a very interesting and entertaining video for you in which I'm gonna share with you the best and the worst releases of 2017, and in this video I'm gonna mention only designer perfumes. And you know guys that I'm not the biggest fan of designer market. I am very picky with my designer fragrances, so I was really looking forward to try out something amazing, and I found really interesting perfumes, but I was also disappointed by some releases. So in this one I'm gonna share with you like fragrances that I really like to discover and really was disappointed to discover some perfumes. So if you're intrigued, then please keep on watching. And let's start with something positive, that is this new release by Versace that is called Dillon Blue for women, and they have the one version of Dillon Blue for men, but they released the one for women just this year, and I was really intrigued by it because I like the one for men, so I was wondering if the fragrance for women will be also as great, and I was pretty much surprised by it. While I like Versace fragrances in general, I find they have their unique style. Their fragrances are different from all the other ones that exist on designer market. And look at the bottle. It is the best designer perfume bottle that I have ever seen and owned. It is just very beautiful. I like the combination of color. It is not a simple plastic packaging. It is actually very luxurious. The cap is just stunning, and the juice inside is also great. And this is floral perfume. It is not really groundbreaking. It doesn't smell really new. It has the typical designer floral touch to it, but I like how it makes me feel. It makes me feel like I just came out of the shower, but I like that it is not soapy, because a lot of clean fragrances have soapy touch to them. This one doesn't have that feeling. It is just very fresh, pretty unique floral perfume. I like that it is different but still very easy to wear, and I find that if you are looking for a new designer perfume, you don't want to go into the niche direction, you want a typical designer fragrance in a beautiful bottle with a floral fresh scent that will be a little bit unique, that you will smell differently from your colleagues at work or like your friends. Go for this one because it is just a nice balance of everything, and is also very versatile. You can wear it to any occasion, work, date, going out with your friends, and it will be always great. It doesn't have the best performance and longevity, but it lasts on the skin, which is great. So I was pleased to discover this one, and it was a really nice discovery for me. And now let's talk about the fragrance that I was so disappointed by, and that is the newest release by Chanel that is called Gabrielle. Well, the packaging is very beautiful. I need to admit, I have this small bottle which is cute, but guys, I was disappointed by it so much. This perfume was so hyped because it has the most amazing story ever. It should represent Coco Chanel. Her nickname was Gabrielle, I believe. And you know, that woman, she just turned the world of fashion upside down. She didn't want that women will wear those huge dresses that are uncomfortable and not that, you know, like universal, and she created so many new things, and she was rebellious, if that is the word, and then they thought that they will create a fragrance that will represent that woman, and then they came out with this perfume, this simple floral, not new, not interesting, not groundbreaking, not rebellious scent ever. It is flirty, it is extremely feminine. It is nice though. I don't want to say that the fragrance is not good. It smells good, but the thing is, I thought that it will be different, you know, like Coco Chanel was. And it is not. It is so not, and I was so disappointed. I remember I saw the bottle, this beautiful bottle, and I was like, oh my god, this is the moment. And then I smelled it and I was like, what? I wish that was not true, but that was true, and it is a sad truth. This perfume was a disappointment for me. I think if you like Chanel, then you will like this perfume because it is pretty different direction for them. It doesn't have that typically aldehyde element that Chanel fragrances have, so it is something different. Yes, it is luxurious perfume, but it is a typical designer fragrance. You know, I wanted it to be like groundbreaking, like wow, and it was like what? So anyway, yeah, fragrance itself is good, but it just doesn't matches the expectations, the story, and it absolutely does not represent Coco Chanel. At least I imagine her completely different. And the fragrance that I like to discover and was really surprised by is the one by Jil Sander. This is the newest release that is called Simply Elixir. And I was never the fan of this brand, never had their fragrances. And then I saw the new release and just smelled it. And I was really surprised because it is created kind of like in the niche style. So it starts like a lot of other designer perfumes, kind of like with that citrusy thing. Then it melts into the rose, kind of like very dark rose, and then the leather base. And I find that is like how niche fragrances were like a few years ago. Now they have different thing to them, but this is a nice perfume that can be worn by men and women. It is affordable, it is a nice perfumer, much better than the one by Versace. So I think that it is just something new on the designer market, something beautiful also for colder weather, you know, because of that leather, the rose, very sensual perfume, can be worn to work, but I would recommend to wear it more on the dates or special occasions, you know, in the night time. So I love this perfume, also nice packaging, very beautiful, and I was pleased to discover it. And now let's talk about the perfume that was another huge disappointment for me, and that is the newest release by Guerlain that is called Mon Guerlain. I'm very sorry if my French pronunciation is horrible, I know. Unfortunately, I don't have the sample or anything so I can smell it, but I remember why I was so disappointed with it. Well, the person who kind of like represented that perfume was Angelina Jolie, and that fragrance should represent kind of like a strong woman, very luxurious, and you know, I'm the biggest fan of Guerlain as a house, as a brand. I like their perfumes, I like their style, I like their powdery fragrances, and I was like, Angelina Jolie, the notes were incredible, so I was expecting something unique, something that will stand out, because you know, imagine Angelina Jolie. As I was younger, I didn't understand what's the hype, why everything finds her so beautiful and blah blah blah, and then I decided to watch interviews with her, and oh my god, she charmed me. I fell in love with her. She has the most attractive voice, and she's like, she radiates the beauty from within, and she's just like, you know, imagine the most beautiful actresses of Hollywood, and Angelina Jolie is among them, and then your attention will be drawn to her because she's just like, she's unique. And I was expecting the fragrance that she was the face of to be unique as well. And what was that? A typical Guerlain perfume, very typical. I wanted to have something, at least something different, and it was nothing different, you know. It features the note of lavender, and I thought, wow, it will be like lavender and vanilla, it will be so beautiful. And on Fragrantica, when people can vote the notes that they smell the most of the perfume, lavender is on the first place, and I don't understand that. I get the powder, I get vanilla, but I don't get the lavender at all, just maybe the slightest hint in the opening, but that's all. On the paper, no lavender, on my skin, no lavender, on other people's, no lavender, and I don't want to blame my nose. You know, my nose is alright, believe me, my nose is great. That is just the perfume or something, I don't know. Anyway, I was disappointed. It was not unique. It was beautiful Guerlain perfume, not unique. Once again, the story great, the presentation beautiful, and the fragrance is like, nah, well, at least to my taste. It is a beautiful perfume. If you like it, go for it. For me, it was a disappointment and one of the worst releases, unfortunately. And now, guys, is the fragrance that I was pleased the most. It is the newest release by Donna Crown New York, which is called Nectar Love. And I was never the fan of this brand. Once again, never smelled their perfumes really, never owned them. And I really like the notes of this one, and I smelled it accidentally, like, oh, whatever, give it to me. And I smelled it, and I was so impressed by it. I sprayed it on my clothes, and I could smell it all day long. And it is also a very fresh floral perfume, but it also has something sunny to it. And just like putting on a sunny, summery day with a lot of floral notes, with something green, with fruity elements, and I like how it makes me feel. It makes me feel like being in love, and that is such a great feeling. I like this perfume. It has such a good projection and like performance, longevity, everything is cool about it. It is the most affordable discovery for me. I love this one, and I think I might repurchase this one. So if you're like the younger lady, you will adore it, but if you're like a mature lady and you are looking for something very effortless, this is the fragrance that you need, because it is so beautiful and also fresh, you know. It also gives you a feeling of being kind of like fresh. I don't know, I love this perfume so much. Definitely recommend it. If you want to make a great gift, go for this perfume. It is just one of the best releases. Beautiful bottle, love it. And the last worst release that I absolutely did not understand is this one by Hermes that is called Twilly. And Twilly, like Hermes, I find their fragrances beautiful. They are kind of like niche and amazing. Their Hardin collection, or how it's called, it's beautiful. And then they bring out this perfume. The bottle is cute, it is cute, but the fragrance is horrible. It smells like, it starts gingery and kind of like synthetic, very synthetic, but pretty pleasant. So the opening is alright. And then the tuberose, and that is why I hate tuberose in designer perfumes. It is straight in your face. It is very, very overwhelming. It is the perfume that I want to like, I want to get it off my skin. I'm sorry guys that I'm like that, but you know, I thought I can be very authentic in this video, and I don't like this release. I think that it is a likable perfume. I think that a lot of people enjoy it. I believe that people like it. I personally dislike it. Maybe that is because of the tuberose, maybe because the whole fragrance for me is the mess, but it is not my taste. I think that Hermes could do much better job than this. And finally, another fragrance that I wanted to give a shout in this video is the newest release that is called Scandal, and it is by Jean-Paul Gaultier. And I purchased this one as well, and I need to tell you guys, well, I gave it as a gift to my sister, but because she loved it. You know, people actually, because of my videos, other friends of mine, they purchased this perfume and they're so kind of like impressed by it. Well, I love it as well. I don't like Jean-Paul Gaultier fragrances. I find them way too much for my taste. This one is very nice and beautiful. It is kind of like light and sweet. And at the same time, it is very deep and sensual, so I like this perfume very much. I don't think that it is like the best discovery for me, but it is not the worst one. It is just right in the middle, and it is very likable. It is definitely for, in my opinion, more younger ladies, but my sister was like, what? No, it's like for every woman. And I was like, all right, if you think so. So this perfume is sweet. You have the honey here, gardenia here, beautiful perfume. I think it will be also really nice in the summer. My sister says that it is the best for a date, so here you go. The best designer fragrance for a woman on a date is Scandal, and yeah, it is very pleasant, sweet, floral, and very pleasant perfume. And guys, to conclude this video, I want to say that this year was amazing. I discovered quite a few designer perfumes that I liked, but I also was disappointed by others, but that is how it works with fragrances. And let me know which fragrances you like to discover this year, which fragrances you tried because of my recommendations. That is something that I'm very interested in. And I wish you a lot of fun discovering great fragrances in the new year. I'm looking forward for awesome releases. Awesome. I find that now this industry, it is like competition all the time, and I think that if you don't create an outstanding perfume, then you're a loser. So I'm looking forward to brands like big brands like Chanel, Versace, Guerlain, and so on, like to make a great job. And if you enjoyed watching this video, then please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and we'll see each other in my next one really soon. Bye!